financial gain involved, especially if these lessons involve contracts. Guys, all of you newcomers, definitely appreciate you stopping by. Please check below in the description box for all of my information. If you're interested in my products and services or booking a reading, as well as the Patreon link to our new membership platform. Here on YouTube, we have the community board, which is the first place to check for all of the updates, all of the discount codes, or any events that I'm hosting. And all of my returners, I appreciate you for your continued support and how you guys support each other. We'll go ahead and jump into your reading, all right? I took some bonus cards out because I like to do an introduction, okay? And these are most important, so I spent time with those as well to give you the most accurate information that you need at this time. Here we have the World card. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the High Priestess. Now, I did look in the deck for the bottom and the top, the next cards that would have come out. And from what I saw and how they connected to this message, I felt in the past you may have become comfortable, or even if there was some discomfort in it, something else drove you. Your decision making, what you wanted, someone else made the decisions for you, or maybe there was an issue, control somewhere, right? Being told what to do, not wanting to be told what to do. Now, for some of you, this could be religious factors. For others of you, it could be your belief systems. And so if this is like a mate, parents, family, your job, society, it's like go this one way, and you may have or have not become accustomed to that. And maybe there's this desire or indesire to go another route. Okay, so I feel like those messages may come up for you. The world talks about the world that we live in, your world, cycles, completion, the internet, a bunch of things, okay? The Three of Wands for me talks about the future, regardless of what that is. And it's like a next step from the Two of Wands. So we may be talking about your future. You trusting your gut, your spiritual path, like what you're supposed to do here on earth, or the lessons that you're learning. And we'll go ahead and get started with the reading. But I love the High Priestess, one who knows, right? And when I look at the High Priestess with the Three of Wands, this is like futuristically speaking to someone who has the past, present, and future within them. So a trust, right? A trust in your life, in the world, in your path, in society, whatever the case, all right? Now, as we look at your cards, dear friends, I want to get started with the Two of Wands, which could talk about contemplation, decisions, and future. In the reverse, because I like to talk about the both aspects depending on where you are in your journey. Could talk about conflict, fear of the unknown, and a lack of planning. This is the element of fire, okay? So having garnered the spark of inspiration from the Ace, the Two of Wands leads into the planning phase. On this card, we see two wands placed along a path. The first wand representing where we are. The second wand is representing, where you choose to go, where you're thinking about going, all right? Where we're trying to get to. We must approach this phase of the journey carefully, ensuring we are making sound decisions rooted in both deep thought and bravery, signifying not only your journey's great potential, but also the entire world is at your fingertips. And notice you see this path and it leading to the world, and then the world card came up clarifying for the most part this Two of Wands. So we may put them together, okay? Now in the Four of Cups, it talks about apathy, contemplation, meditation. In the reverse, could talk about boredom, hesitation, and indulgence, all right? So a wealth of opportunities. The Four of Cups depicts four goblets well within reach. One of the goblets is even perched atop a cloud, illustrating a higher idea or dream. However, the eye is blocked from seeing these opportunities as the individual is either interested or overwhelmed, okay? A card with many possibilities, the Four of Cups may have appeared because you are bored or unhappy with your current day-to-day. If this resonates with you, pay special attention to the opportunities you are being presented with. There may be a way for you to reignite the spark in your life. Alternatively, this card also appears in the reading when many opportunities are flowing to you, but you are too overwhelmed or overtired to receive them. If you are already working in alignment with your higher self, then allow these opportunities to pass you by without worry. However, don't be afraid to let go of things that aren't serving you in favor for something that might. All right? Now, for the King of Cups to come out, that kind of pulled it all together for me as a reader. The King of Cups talks about diplomatic, balanced, trustworthy, and in the reverse, overbearing, moody, and manipulative. Like the Queen, the King of Cups is in control of his emotions. The difference is found in the way they exert this control. While the Queen is loving and compassionate, the King is strategic and just. He sits perched on a large throne, a symbol of his influence and status. A fish necklace hangs from his neck, a sign of his creativity. He is stable, wise, and sure of himself. Now, intuitively, I just wanted to pause and say, the Chariot has come out a lot for you, and I noticed that the Chariot had a little necklace or an emblem on as well. Okay, so I feel with this King of Cups, this was like a gift or a charm. You know, like if you're in certain levels of the military and you get a badge of honor, or if you have a trinket or something that means a lot to you or was passed down to you, whatever the case may be, I kind of felt that it was earned because of the heart, because of the integrity, because of things that a lot of other people could throw by the wayside for whatever reason. And you being able to, or this card, this king, being able to hold its integrity, morality, and courage together through whatever this is, okay? So I love this. This card asks that you either do the same or look toward a mentor who can help you learn these skills, because the king has mastered the art of remaining calm, even in rough and choppy water, okay? A logical standpoint, difficult situations, and maturity are also keywords that have come up in the reading. So now, as we put the World card back, put the Three of Wands back, and put the High Priestess back, I feel the High Priestess is representing a spiritual journey, one that for some of you could create fear, okay? Because there could be a lot of pressure on, this isn't just a frivolous thing. It means something. It's what I came here for, you know? It's not something that everybody else can do. And the King of Cups, because of the integrity and everything involved, may feel that it's something that I even have to do, right? When I look at the Two of Wands and then I saw the Four of Cups, initially I thought about abandonment. And as we just talked about commitments, obligation, and purpose, it's kind of like an abandonment to something, okay? Now, the Three of Wands with the Four of Cups, if we're talking about that feeling, is looking out into the future and really not being impressed, okay? You may have chosen something previously, or the inability to choose something and kind of being stuck in that moment of looking around, which still is significant in the reading to boredom or discontentment. And basically Source is saying, because I'm like, I don't feel like this. Is this what's going on? Because I always tie myself into y'all lives for some reason, and I'm working on that. But there may be some of you that, if not are bored, you have a question to your path or your journey. There are multiple things that you may not see, or some of you, there are multiple things that you do see, and that could be causing you to feel overwhelmed. And you shouldn't. For instance, anytime I feel overwhelmed with making a decision, it's because I don't want to mess it up. So we put a lot of pressure on the purpose because we want to do it right. But at the same time, it is that energy that is actually fear-based or anxiety, or that tricky little energy that wants to keep you off your path, that kind of makes you feel like that. Now, if I were to sum this up, I don't know what it is, but I want you to trust your intuition, right? As tarot is entertainment, may not resonate with everyone. But it's like move forward. Move forward based on what feels right. Okay? Now with the World and the Four of Cups and the High Priestess, I'm hearing mouths apart. I don't know why. Mouths apart. Mouths apart? I don't know. Mouths apart. But that's what I got. That has nothing to do with anything I've said, but somebody needs to hear that. Mouths apart. It could be something, coming toward you. But maybe, if this is someone else in your environment, they could be dealing with some boredom and confusion. I don't know. Or somebody's dealing with fear. But I definitely like that the world is your oyster. And maybe you realize that. Maybe there was some excitement that have come with that, because this is that aha moment. And this is that gradually moving toward that, or at least acknowledging that. And here is the world. So there is strong significance on the world. For some of you, like, this is a total change in your world. Because I'm saying two worlds, okay? Maybe your spiritual, higher self, whatever. And then your physical body, something about that. And then here is all that we've said in the Four of Cups, and something about being above the cloud or being in the cloud. So there's this thing here that is most important. But we could be looking at this Three of Cups. So it's like you may be thinking of something, simplicity, like something really simple. And it's like, nah, up here, think futuristic. And that's kind of cool. Like, I don't care if it's modern technology, or think about your future, or just really source trying to get you inspired to move out of this past energy. But I'm noticing, look at that. We have, look at that, your focus. Okay, let's dissect it a little bit. Here in this card, we have 3 wands. We have 3 wands. And then they kind of cross each other. I think that's not horrible. And then we have the 3 wands down here where there may be some focused on. And here's the 3 wands. So it's like, 9 wands may be significant to some of you. And when I think about the 9 wands and how I saw the Hierophant and the beliefs, some outdated beliefs could be steering you. And that's not necessary. And maybe it's making you look in a certain direction, which would cause you to see things a certain way, and could ultimately lead to missed opportunities for some of you. Because that is the next card, the 5 of Cups. It's like, if we keep staring at these 3 cups, or dealing with separation, abandonment, looking at things from a lower perspective, there comes another cup, right? In the 5 of Cups. And it's like, well, I tried this once and I sent you this. And it's like, you're just not seeing it. These opportunities. Okay. And so that's really important for you. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to take 3 more cards, right? And we'll sum it up. I see the 4 of Wands, so it is forward movement. And the 4 of Wands just talks about an event. Maybe there's something already created for you, futuristically speaking, but you don't see it, you don't feel it. And if you had contentment and compassion and all of those other things that pull us out of the lower vibrations, I feel like a magnet, you would be drawn to whatever this opportunity is, and it'll pull you along your path, not trying to take the responsibility away from you. But I do feel like it would pull you toward the direction you need to be if you didn't resist and hold on to whatever was holding on to you. Okay? So when we look at the 2 of Wands and then the World card came out, that is very strong. Okay? We're going to take 1 card. And it's like, they want to fuss. So I saw the Queen. Okay. So it's like, there's no way I can say this. Now you got 3 worlds. You got the World card, the World card, and the World card. And what is that? That's 21. So if some of you guys have been seeing, if these are like light codes, because we do get light codes. I think it was like the 12, 12, 12, or 1221, if that resonates with you, okay? I like that. But it's like when I get the card that I've clarified with, I've said all that there was to say regarding that. And looking at this Four of Cups and the Three of Wands, which is very interesting. That's the reason why I grabbed my deck. We got the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords for me is a happy place during meditation. Not so happy place when we're looking at the outside of life. For instance, anxiety and fear, and I don't care if this is fear of the darkness, thinking you're hearing shit, seeing shit, or your energy is just in flux. But if you meditate, close your eyes, because maybe that's seeing something different too. Close your eyes, meditate, and it's like source, the divine, whatever you believe in, will be there for you to kind of guide you and show you your next steps, or at least calm you through this energy. So I don't know if you guys meditate often. And I know it's something that we do here a lot. Maybe some of you don't hear it enough. And I will be loading more videos to help with guided meditations, because that could help if you can't just lay there and do it yourself, or, focus long enough, whatever the case. This is my advice, as well as look like these cards, to try guided meditations. If you want to know your life purpose, or you want to know why you are a certain way, there are guided meditations for those that would help you dig deeper into your subconscious to get to those things and then relieve yourself from them. Okay? Now, with the King of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune, fate, time, your ability to attract things that you want. And for some of you guys, this could be a soulmate or a spiritual partner. Source wanted to say lesson, and I said partner. So it's like if you want to know what, and see, I guess that's a cheat code. That's kind of dope, because we don't remember a lot of things from the past, and we necessarily, most of us, unless you're just like super gifted, we don't remember what we came in for either. It's just a lifetime of trying to figure it out. But it's like through meditation and this connection with Source, you get more intel on what you're supposed to be doing, which will help you make better choices, first of all, and guide you in that direction instead of you just, wasting time, because I'm looking at the death card. Instead of like wasting time picking them yourself because you're good at anything and everything, or you can see the good in any and everybody, so that you know like who's for me and what's for me. I feel like this connection with Source and meditation, and also this connection, telepathy and all kind of stuff. It's like I can help you with that. See? Create change. Some of you may have a soul purpose to create change in the world. And it also talks about assertiveness. So as I was talking about the Chariot, this is the Magician. This is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles talks about this chain, this connection. Now, I did see Capricorn. But one good thing about that is the Capricorn or the Devil card had a chain, and there was nothing else connected to it. With this Two of Pentacles, it's like there is a connection. So I feel like instead of the disconnect from Source, because look, even in this, they're so cool. Even in this this deck, notice that the star is upside down. Is it inverted? Because Source said inverted, and I just be hearing words and like, I want to say upside down. But this is also the star emblem of the Baphomet and many other things. Don't get me wrong. But notice how there's this link to the other star. So I don't know if that was significant to me overlooking Capricorn, because I was like, I'm not fooling with you right now, devil. We're going to keep the devil in the hole, honey. But I understand freedom in Capricorn, discipline in Capricorn, where it may fall in your chart, or if it's dealing with your finances. If some of you are thinking about how to make money or release yourself from outdated beliefs regarding money. But we have the Magician here, and it's like this ability, like I said, to create change. Maybe change in your own life as well as change to the world, and that's very strong. Now, if you have, I don't want to say powers, but if you have abilities and gifts that are that strong, you definitely need Source. You definitely need your higher self. You need to overcome whatever may try to knock you off of your game. Because I don't feel people, energies, deities, whatever, I don't think they want to take down things or people that don't matter. And so these cards kind of say that you really, really matter. And I feel, because I have the ability to look on all sides of the spectrum, if I was a nasty little energy that wanted the world to run my way or to hinder change in society, of course I'm going to try to take the leaders down. Some of us learn that as children, when dealing with bullies, it's like you take the leader down, everybody else kind of like follows. And notice when we came into this reading and I said, there's something about your decision making and somebody else guiding it, and then this need or it's time for you to focus on choosing for yourself. Now, I saw this two ways. I see everything two ways. Duality in self, I guess. But I saw it as it's just time for you to do this. Not for a negative reason, but a positive reason for growth, maturity. And then another thing I saw was, what if these, the shit gonna hit the fan? And, these negative energies, or it could be our government, your teacher, your boss, the people in your house, whoever, they gonna buckle down on mental manipulation, psychic manipulation. We've already had some dimming down to our third eye before. If they say that back in history, people had these strong connections in their third eye, and they did these miraculous things that today may seem like something on sci-fi. And now we don't have those abilities. So if, this said culture of demons wanted to buckle down one more time in removing things, I feel those that came to this planet to help or that have this strength need to hold on to it and harness it. Because we don't want ultimate destruction. We don't want that dark force to overcome us all, right? We don't want that. So I'm looking at these 8 swords, this 9th sword, and I saw the Page of Swords. So it's like observation, and you have to watch your back. You have to do what's important for you. You have to think for yourself, because you're looking at it one way. And it's like all of these other ways to see things, in one aspect. And then look at the same eye. And now there's like this trine or this flow of peripheral view. Like you see what's coming. Source is also like, I'm trying to show you what's coming. I'm trying to tell you what's coming. And your higher self gives you these, these feelings that sometimes are hard to harness. And if we were able to connect with that, or like I said, meditate or sit still enough, those answers would come to us. And so that's what it looks like the message in this reading is about. It's harnessing energy or somebody else trying to, and your strength. We're calling on you, your strength to not only help yourself, but the state of this planet look like. So that's kind of deep. Definitely appreciate sharing that with you guys, and I hope you appreciated it. And we'll kind of close with that. I think that's amazing. Like, we need your strength. You got to pull it together. Whoever you are, I appreciate you. Until next time, guys. Namaste.